Welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight in doubleheader NHL hockey action, we start off in Raleigh, North Carolina. New York Rangers taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. And yes, let's go Hurricanes indeed. Hello, Gracie. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right, audio seems good. And then later tonight, live streaming will conclude with Ottawa Senators at Vegas Golden Knights. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Be safe. Have safe travels. Enjoy the holiday weekend. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hope to see plenty of hockey coming up and a little bit of men's basketball, plus the Packer Lion game tomorrow. All right, that's muted. Now we can unmute this. All right, let's make sure. One second. Yeah, well, yeah, it has been super windy in the Chicago suburbs today. Definitely. I hear you. We had a brief power blip, I think, like 9 a.m. sometimes. So I was like, oh, great. Not a good sign when you're trying to stream 4 games in a day, but so far so good. I think it'll be done at like 9, hopefully, ish. All right, we got 2 votes for the Hurricanes and 1 for the Rangers in the poll. Oh, now we can check the starting lineups as we're probably getting close to opening face-off. So we'll be Shesterkin in net, number 31 for the Rangers, and Frederick Anderson, 31, also for the Hurricanes. And the opening forwards, for the Rangers will be Kylie, Lafreniere, Zibanejad, defensemen Gavrikov and Fox. For the Canes, Chatfield and Gostisbehere. On defense, Blake, Stankoven, and Ehlers at the forwards. Oh, yeah, I do remember you saying your expected snow. Yeah, the temperatures are dipping chillier. Underway. 19:52 to go, first period. Dumped into the near corner. Centering pass is wide. Sent behind the net. Rangers back to the blue line. Top of the faceoff circle. Shot and a glove save. Of course, by Anderson. Don't know if they registered the shot on goal yet. 1934. All right, we'll fix the colors in a little bit. Rangers are mostly white. I think we'll make Carolina white on black. Or here, we'll just go. We'll figure it out. They're mostly black. Okay, seriously, we got a small screen and they're isolating on Seth Jarvis. What is this? I may have to go to the Rangers feed. This is ridiculous. Shot from the blue line. I don't know if that got through. All right, this is seriously annoying. Next whistle, I'm switching. Centering pass. That shot is blocked into the near boards. Oh my God. All right, I'm getting out right now. This is so obnoxious by the Carolina broadcast. Let's go to the Rangers right away. I can't believe they were trying to do that. All right, ESPN. Why on earth would you have an isolation cam on one player and a smaller broadcast one? I have no idea. Still waiting on the Rangers feed. All right, 1-1, 18:09 to go. Let me fix this. Yeah, 1-1 shots. Now they took one away. I guess they're trying to say that one was wide. At least on the Rangers broadcast. NHL.com still has the shot. Pass behind the boards. Let's see. Back to the blue line. A long shot is glove saved, I think, eventually at 17:44. Sorry, I had to get off of Carolina's feed doing that. Yep. 2-0 shots on goal. They took away the Rangers shot. Oh, thanks, Gracie. Yeah, good luck to Buffalo. Yeah, I don't know. I just realized Canes games don't draw a big audience. I thought maybe it's the Rangers. You know, it's an original 6 team, but yeah, if this one doesn't do well, I think I might be done with the Canes. I still want to do Kings games, and they do decent. Into the far circle. Sent behind the net to the near boards and out. Pass to the far circle. Shot. Saved by Shesterkin. And sent back in. Well, TV says 3-0 shots, but NHL.com has 2-0, so I'm sure they're taking that shot away. Or nope, they were just slow. All right, both teams getting line changes. The puck is sent behind the net by Vakanainen. And at the red line, Rangers send it in. It's chased by Panarin. Shot from the slot is blocked by the Canes into the far boards and sent out. Now the Rangers counter. Panarin touches it into the near corner. Miller behind the net. Now to the far boards. Back to the blue line. Shot or pass was wide. That was by Robertson. And Carolina shoots one from the far circle on the counter. That got blocked into the near boards. We're under 16.5. Sent behind the net. Rangers skate it. Drop pass back into their own zone. 4-0 shots on goal in favor of Carolina. As we approach 16 minutes to go. 16:05 right now. Big hit in the near corner. Carolina gets it down the length of the ice. Scooped up behind the net. And sent out. Hey, Uncommon, welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Sent into the near corner, 15:45 to go. And sent around again by the Rangers. That was Brodzinski. Picked up by Berard. And now countering the Taylor Hall dumped it in for the almost said Panthers. As in the football teams. Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, Giants and Panthers. Excuse me. Sent up again off the near boards, and Hall dumps it in again from the red line. Gloved by Shesterkin. And Carolina tries to dump it in again from the red line to the far corner. And I think they got called for icing there at 15:02. Let's see if we can fix the Rangers Carolina should probably be black. Would red print be too much? Would that be hard to read? No, I guess it works. It's a little dark. Let me know. If it looks terrible, I'll just make it white on black because they are wearing black. All black with just a little bit of trim. Face off. Nope, we're going to do it again at 15:02. And yeah, it's still 4-0 Carolina shots on goal. Yeah, I probably should just make that white, make it easier to read. Face off. controlled by the Rangers. Sent around behind the net by Schneider. Battle for the puck. Far boards, far corner. Pass back to the blue line. Long shot blocked into the near corner. And sent down by Carolina. This is probably going to be another icing as Saucy scoops it up at 14. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. 14:38. My bad. Boy, all right. Yeah, let's just make that white so it's easier to read. There we go. I guess it did kind of pop, but... And we're going to wait for the linesman again. Face off. Rangers dump it around behind the net. Panarin gets it taken away by Gostisbehere. Behere? God, that name is impossible. Gostisbehere. We're going to have to look that one up. Centered to the slot, now to Panarin. He gets it into the slot again. Shot wide or off the post because the ref put his arms out. Kept in. And Panarin, or someone tripped. Dumped in by Carolina. We're under 14 minutes to go, first period. And still waiting. Rangers waiting for a breakout. I guess finishing a line change. Send up the near boards. Dumped into the near corner. Chased behind the net. Centered in the slot. Point blank shot by Zibanejad is saved or blocked into the far corner. That was a golden opportunity for the Rangers. Right outside the crease. And Carolina gets it out of their own end, and the Rangers dump it right back in. But I guess it went into the netting. So Zibanejad couldn't cash in. We remain 0-0. It looks like Fox hit the post. And the Rangers still looking for their first shot on goal. No score. All right, other games. Predators, Red Wings, scoreless, 13:48. Lightning are up 3-0 on the Flames at 13:53. What in the world? Hagel, 39 seconds in, 12th goal. Diostis, his second, 1:26. And Gergensons, his fifth, at 5:50. Panthers, Marchand, his 14th. 5:20 lead the Flyers 1-0. 12:45. Blues in New Jersey. Cam Fowler's first. 2:16. 13:33. They lead. No scores. Sabres, Penguins, and Pittsburgh. Bruins, Islanders tied at 1. We got Barzal 4:41, his 7th. Steves, his second. 6:23 for the Islanders. Maple Leafs, Jackets, no score. And Jets, Capitals haven't started yet for some reason. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I got to remember to check during one of the intermissions or maybe after the game to see if I get Wild Blackhawks. So that might be the only way I get Blackhawks games is if they're on Hulu. So otherwise they're blacked out if it's local coverage. Hey, Rhonda, welcome. I need Carolina to win because the Sabres is 1 point from the Rangers. Gotcha. Again, full night of hockey. Just the Oilers and Kings are off tonight. Oilers got embarrassed by Dallas 8-3 at home in Edmonton last night. Sent behind the net as we approach 13 minutes to go. Carolina dumps it in again. Oh, I thought that might be icing. Sent to the near corner. Schneider tried to get it out of there. Now it's Brodzinski. Puck turned over, but Rangers have it again. And skated in by Laba. Centered it. It got through off a stick into the near boards. Blue line dump into the far corner. Scooped up by Jankowski. But centered to, is that Fox in the near circle. Sent around behind the net. Jankowski. Rangers have it again. I think that may have been their first shot on net. Saved by Anderson behind the net. Yeah, 4-1 now. Shot and a big rebound into the far corner. And I think it went into the netting or the crowd or the bench area at 12:02. Oh, it's about time. I knew he had missed 5 games minimum, probably like 6. Well, that's good news for the Maple Leafs. Too bad he can't play defense. That's exactly at Oilers and the. Well, Stolarz is at least a decent goalie. I think that's the. But I think he had been hurt. But man, the Oilers need a #1 goalie, and they need much better defensive play. Oh, come on. That's a trip by the Rangers. Where's the call? Okay, delayed penalty. All right, we will get a power play coming up. Carolina has the extra attacker, but I guess they touched it at 11:44. Never mind. Definitely a trip on Panarin. So the bread man in the sin bin for 2 minutes. So Carolina gets the first power play of the game. 5-on-4 man advantage. Four to 1 shots on goal. Carolina leads. Face off, and the Rangers end up controlling it and skating it out of their own end. That is Trocheck. He gets a shot off from the far circle. Rebound. Oh, no, that's Kyle. And finally, the Carolina takes it into the near circle. Back to the blue line. Aho with the puck gets it to Gostisbehere. Rebound after a nice shot right in front of the crease. Swept out of there. Next shot is blocked. Somebody broke a stick for the Rangers. Carolina trying to dump it back in. We're under 11 minutes to go. First period cleared down the length of the ice by the Rangers. Touched up and picked up. Still waiting to get it out of their own end. Stolen by Laba and nearly got a shot off. What is Carolina doing on this power play? Taylor Hall dumps it in. They chase it into the far corner. Battle sent around the far boards and down the length of the ice, so not much going right on the Carolina power play. Brought out from behind the net. Past Taylor Hall. Taken by Miller. Rangers have it and clear it. Into the far circle. Back outside the blue line. Actually, Carolina gets it at the red line. Skated in. Pass to the slot. Glove save by Shesterkin. Rebound into the far boards. We're back to even strength. And we have under 9:40 to go in the first period. 6-1 shots on goal. Puck in the far corner, sent up the near boards. And at the red line, now Hurricanes lost it. Going the other way, Panarin to the far circle. Another stick on the ice. Shot is deflected into the netting behind the goal. at 9:14. And another immediate timeout. 6-1 shots on goal. 0 for 1 on the power play for Carolina. 4-0 Lightning. Declan Carlisle, his first of the year at 9:59. Now they changed it to 10:01. 9:48 to go. 4 goals on 6 shots. Dang. They've only played 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes. No score in Detroit. Panthers still up 1-0 on the Flyers. Blues 1-0 on the Devils. Bruins Islanders tied at 1. No score in Pittsburgh. Jets Capitals just underway at 6:26 Central. Good gravy. Why did they start so late? And Maple Leafs Blue Jackets, no score. Nine games in progress. 6 more yet to start. Yep. Yep, again, only Oilers and Kings are off. Senators, Golden Knights coming up later. All right. In the poll, 6 votes for Carolina, 2 for the Rangers. It stinks. Yeah. Especially Satellite usually had the worst of it, but oh, excuse me. Back to the blue line. Sent behind the net. Up the near boards. Rangers keep it in. And Carolina sends it up the far boards. That was Chatfield. Behind the net, scooped up by Gavrikov. Up the far boards. And they finally get it out of their own end. Zibanejad sends it around to the far board. Shot deflected. And sent behind the net. Up the near boards. Carolina, Chatfield passes to the slot. That shot is blocked. Excuse me, into the netting at 8:28. Blake on the shot. Excuse me. No hockey tomorrow on Thanksgiving in America. All right, still 6-1 shots. Hurricanes. Still waiting for the linesman to drop it. Jeez Louise, come on. Finally. Rangers win the draw. And they can't get it out of their own end. Shot by the Canes from the slot was high. It wasn't Aho. It was somebody else. Couldn't see the number on the jersey. His jersey was folded in the back. In the far corner, it is Schneider to the near corner. Both players fall down. Puck in the near side. Shot is wide into the far corner. Brought out. Rangers have a 3-on-2 if they had hurried, but they dumped it in. That had to be offside. That couldn't have been icing. Pretty sure he was in the neutral zone over the red line. At any rate, 7-1 shots on goal for Carolina. They called icing. Okay, well. Rangers won the draw but couldn't get it out of their end. Now it's chipped out to the red line by Schneider, glove down, and then Carolina sends it in from the near boards. Behind the net, sent up the near boards, and now taken by Gostis Beheri. Dumped in, and now Schneider has it. Pass ahead. Rangers had a chance. It's in to the near corner, taken behind the net by and sent back to the blue line. Sorry, missed. Blocked, and the Carolina gets it out of their own end. They'll peel off for a line change. So will the Rangers. They dump it in. Anderson behind his own net. They send it up the far boards, but not out. Kept in by the Rangers. Trying to get it to Brodzinski in the slot, and it failed. Now taken by Laba, and the defense trades passes. Sends it up the far boards, down the length of the ice. Anderson behind his own net, up the near boards, and out. Picked up by Taylor Hall, one-on-one, near circle, towards the net. His backhand to forehand didn't work, and it went behind the net. Kept in, sent around by the Canes. Hall has it again, back to the blue line, near side. They tried to get it to the near circle. Rangers pick it up, and the Rangers send it down the length of the ice. Carolina in their own end, bounce one off the boards by the benches. Rangers in the middle of a change, drop pass, sent to the slot. They missed. Far circle shot. Big rebound. And Shesterkin makes the save and holds on. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. No score. 5:48. Under 6 media timeout. 5:46. 8-1 shots on goal. All right. All right, we'll keep an eye. Still 4-0 Lightning. I don't see any other changes. Oh, nope, the Devils tied it. Timo Meier, 11:02 of the first. His 8th of the year. Yeah. No score, Leafs, Jackets. No score, Jets, Capitals. No score, Sabres, Penguins. 1-1 Bruins, Islanders. 1-1 Blues, Devils. No score, Predators, Red Wings. 1-0 Panthers over the Flyers in Florida. In Tampa, Lightning 4-0 over the Flames. So the only game that's not a one-goal game or tied then is that game. Hey, Blue Jay. Thank you. Good to see you. Or good. Thanks for being here. Bruins game. Yep, Bruins are 1-1. 4:29 to go in the first. Barzal is 7th, and then Alex Steves 2nd. At 6:23, tied it up in the first. And Gracie says, yep, Dumba. Matthew Dumba's first goal at 17:09. They lead the Sabres in Pitt 1-0 now. All right, near circle shot and held on by Shesterkin at 5:40. Shot was by Gostis Beheri. I got to get a pronunciation for him. And he's paired with Chatfield, meaning he's going to be out there a lot. 10-1 shots on goal now in favor of Carolina. Another shot, but that is blocked into the near boards. Kept in. Another shot by Gostis Beheri. And it's in their own net or end, and Zibanejad sends it in behind the net. Anderson with the puck. Can't get it out of the near corner. Now the Canes trying to get it out. That is Ehlers. Ehlers tried to make a pass to the near boards. He gets dumped, and the Rangers dump it in. Both teams finishing up line changes. Dumped in by number 19, Keandre Miller. He keeps it in. Then he sends a pass off the far boards by the benches, so Carolina will have to regroup. Just inside the red line, and picked up and sent out by the Rangers. Sent up the near boards, down the length of the ice. Shesterkin plays it to Schneider, who sends it up, and it's backhanded in by Trocheck. And finally a counter, but man, somebody got run over. That was Jarvis to the near boards. Shot wide by 29. That is Robertson into the near corner. Robertson tried to center it. It gets away, and the Canes dump it down the length of the ice. This is probably going to be icing on Carolina at 3:56. Shots are 11-1. Shots on goal in favor of Carolina. Oh, is he the guy they got in the trade last year? Yeah, I don't know. I should ask my friend who's a Rangers fan what he thought of it, because yeah, it seems odd. All right, shot on goal finally by the Rangers, I think, and held on. Yep, 11-2 according to TV. Berard, I guess. Had been a while. Yeah, Miller with Trocheck and Fox as the alternate, or whatever the A is. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Pass to the red line. Picked up by the Rangers, though, and sent in by Berard into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Far circle. Back to the blue line. Berard tried to send it on net, and it steered aside, I think, by Chatfield into the near boards. Sent behind the net for Laba. He passes to the near boards. Robertson to the near circle. Tried a backhand pass, and it gets deflected behind the net. Shot, and a goal by the Rangers. Number 29. I believe that's, or are they saying Laba 42? Nope, nothing yet. It's either Robertson or Laba. I'm not sure who they're crediting this goal to yet. Scramble in front of the net. Let's see. Is this the actual goal? No, this is the play before. Oh, okay, it was Laba. My bad. Laba's fourth goal at 16:51. So 3:09, 1-0 Rangers. And they missed the draw. They showed so many replays. 11-3 shots on goal. Rangers play so much better on the road than they do at home. And they are 9-2-0 when scoring first. Yeah, I need to pick up the pace on the clock a little here. Save by Anderson. I mean, he got beat blocker side high. I think he was getting screened too in the crease. But a really good shot. Robertson's the one that carried it in, and then a good pass to Laba, who shot it just near the faceoff dot and the near side and buried it past Anderson, blocker side high. Yeah, Radish with the assist and Robertson. Radish is number 14. Faceoff Fox has it. Rangers drop it back to the blue line. Shot from the top of the circle, hit off the boards and came to the near side and flipped in to the netting or the crowd at 2:25. I assume it was deflected, but don't know. Still 11-4 shots on goal. Again, Laba's fourth from Radish and Robertson. Yeah, that's what I would have assumed too. And I thought he was involved with the trade or something. I don't know. Face off back to the blue line. Fox passes it, and then they get it into the near boards or almost near corner. Oh, somebody fell down. Another Zibanejad lost his footing twice. Nobody. Oh, a late call on a trip. I was gonna say it's not on Zibanejad. Zibanejad wasn't near anybody. Then they called Aho. Was that the play before? Well, it was a funny time to blow the whistle. So Aho, I assume, tripping. Yeah. They said Aho tripped Zibanejad? Did I miss it? Well-earned power play. Okay. Well, I guess he got his stick on him. I didn't see it. Hurricanes have allowed 7 power play goals in their last 8 games. They just barely clear it. Dumped in from the red line by Jankowski. Shesterkin behind his own net. And picked up by, I think, Fox. And he gets a drop pass. Panarin passes, gets it right back, carries it into the O-zone. Behind the net is Trocheck. Zibanejad to the point to Fox. And stolen by the Panthers and cleared. 1:33 to go in the first. And chipped into the Carolina bench at 1:27. And they took a shot away from... Yeah, rain. Oh, yeah, 11-3. Oh, I thought they had 4 and they took one away. I guess not. I don't know. I missed it. I saw only one replay. The Rangers broadcast said it was earned, but I guess Aho got him with his stick. I didn't think he was anywhere near him. I thought it was the play before along the boards that they were going to call, but it was Aho tripping Zibanejad. I mean, I guess it was kind of funny looking. I guess he couldn't have lost his edge that bad, so he must have gotten him in the skates, and I just didn't, look at it. 1:18 to go, puck in the crowd. So we'll have a draw after some line changes. Looks like Chatfield just headed off for the Canes. At least I thought he did. He's still on the ice, according to NHL.com. Puck is loose. Now Canes have it and get it out of their own end. Jarvis into the near circle and just missed high over the crossbar on a shorty. Oh, my goodness. I thought they might have the tie game there. Shot from a tough angle and a glove stave by Shesterkin. He got it to Panarin. I don't think he was happy with the refs. It looked like he thought he got interfered with by a Kane. Now 14-3 shots on goal. Canes get it out of there. Shesterkin plays it up ahead to Panarin. Panarin at the blue line off a skate into the corner. Panarin down low out of the near corner. Shot deflected into the far corner off of Panarin's stick. Another shot blocked and cleared down the length of the ice, and we're back to 5-on-5. Shesterkin touches it up, and this is just going to about do it. Yep. 14-3 shots on goal, Carolina, but 1-0 Rangers. And we'll get the second period intermission clock started. Good to see the underdog visiting team getting the call. Yeah. Oh, man, trying to crack my back. All right, Rangers getting outshot by a lot, but doesn't matter. They lead 1-0. Interview with Laba coming up. Let's check the poll. So 10 votes, 7 for Carolina, 3 for the Rangers. Again, the Rangers do play much better on the road. They have a grand total of 2 wins at home. So they play. Them and the Kings are much better on the road than they are at home for some odd reason. All right. Panarin had a trip. And Aho had a trip. 0 for 1 on the power play because the Laba goal was even strength from Radish. It's from the near circle. So Laba's 42. He'll get the pass here from Radish. Skate in by the dot and then beat Anderson blocker side high to the far post. We'll watch it one more time because I really think Anderson got screened. There was a lot of traffic. I don't think he had a clear look at it unless I'm just making excuses. Yeah, he had it. 84, I think, was on the crease. That's Edstrom for the Rangers. All right, let's check on the other games. Well, hold on. We'll go... Yeah, 14-3 shots, Carolina. 13-8 face-off wins for Rangers at 61.9%. Oh, both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, obviously. 13-7 hits, Carolina. 6-3 block shots, Carolina. 11-7 giveaways, Carolina. And 1-0 takeaways, Carolina. Carolina blanked the Rangers in Madison Square Garden on November 4th. Game 3 is here in Carolina again, December 29th, and the Game 4 and season finale or series finale is in Madison Square Garden February 5th. All right, let's check out the scoreboard. Predators get on the board. Bunting is 5th on the power play at 15:48. They lead in Detroit 1-0 first period and first intermission. And the Lightning scored 4 goals in the first 10:01 and lead the Flames in Tampa first intermission 4-0. Marchand's 14th gives the Panthers a 1-0 lead over the Flyers first intermission. Blues, Robert Thomas on the power play at 14:37, his 4th. They lead the Devils in New Jersey 2-1. Bruins and Islanders still tied at 1, first intermission. Dumba, his first of the year at 17:09. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins lead the Sabres 1-0. In D.C., Carlson 6 gives the Capitals a 1-0 lead over the Jets. That game started really late, like 6:26 or 6:25. 5:39 to go in the first. 25 seconds to go. Maple Leafs, Blue Jackets scoreless in Columbus. Coming up in about 50 minutes, Wild at Blackhawks at the United Center in Chicago. If you have Hulu, the game is available. I think that's the only one on Hulu tonight. It's got to be. Later, Sharks, Avalanche, Mountain Time, 7 o'clock start, 8 Central. Canadians at Mammoth, 8:30. Senators, Golden Knights, which will be heard here on Sinbin Stream after this. Canucks, Ducks, that should be a decent one. And Stars, Kraken. Stars won in Edmonton last night, 8-3. Oilers and Kings off today. Everybody off tomorrow. All right, so Senators, Golden Knights later tonight. Yeah, I need to start on next week's schedule too. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, which game wasn't at the end of the first? Oh, Caps. Oh, Caps are up 2-0 now. And wait, Caps. I guess it was just that. Oh, yeah, Leafs, Jackets in Columbus still 0-0. Jackets will still have 39 seconds of power play to start the second. Caps, Chychrun gets his 9th at 14:21. They're up 2-0 on the Jets. Who are their goalies, by the way, with Hellebuck injured? Just curious. Comrie, okay, I've heard of him. And Thomas Milek is the backup. All right. What else? Can't remember what else. Yep, gonna have Packers Lions noon tomorrow, and then men's college basketball. North Carolina, Michigan State, both teams ranked, I think 16 and 11. And then Arkansas, Duke, both those teams are ranked as well. So 3:30 and 7. And Friday we start out with UConn, Huskies, and Illinois Illini, 11:30. Again, men's basketball. Then we'll have doubleheader hockey action, Kings, Ducks, and Mammoth Stars. Saturday night, just a late night Kings game, Canucks at Kings. Sunday, it was either the 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock game. I'm going with the last game, the 5 o'clock. No Packers since they're playing Thursday. No Bears, they're playing Friday. No Lions. So, and I forgot the Monday night game. But all right, I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be back. Let me cue up some music. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thanks for supporting the channel. If you're new, I hope you're enjoying the live stream, and consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended and also helps to grow the channel. And thanks for your support. Hey, we got 9 likes. I appreciate it. All right, let me find the music. I'm going to take a break. All right, be right back. Thanks. right, we are back. Let's kill the music. I guess I should have left the scores up. Forgot to do that. Just had the one. Yeah. Oh, Capitals 2, Jets 1. Velarde's 9th at 1938. Oh, I got to put this. Oh, I just made a mess with my water. I'll be right back. All right, almost time for the second period to start. Hey, Star Strider. How are you? Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you. Thank you. Speaking of which, yeah, your Stars beat up on the Oilers last night. 8-3. Whoops. No. There. So, just about end of the first in D.C. Bruins just took the lead 2-1. Not 41 seconds into the second. Oh, I better fix the countdown clock when we get to the second intermission. All right. Yep. It was wonderful. Yeah. Well, I just feel bad for Edmonton fans. Yeah, they need a defensive overhaul, and it might be time to get a number one goalie. I just don't think Skinner is it. 13-4 shots on goal, so they changed. They gave one to the Rangers and took one away for Carolina. All right, Rangers are in white going right to left. Carolina Hurricanes are in black going left to right this period. Carolina in their own far circle, intercepted by the Rangers. Passed by Panarin, gets deflected behind the net. Chatfield has it for the Canes. They get it out to Blake. Blake dumps it in the near corner. Out of their own end. That is Miller. Sends it around the boards to the far corner. Sent back to Miller. Miller will send it back around the boards again. Sent behind the net. Battle in the far circle. Picked up by Miller. Miller on Carolina and sent down. Battle in the near corner. Sent right back up by the Rangers. And Carolina finally gets it over the red line. Aho had it and lost it. And picked up in the far boards, and we got a whistle. I think it went in to the Rangers bench or off somebody in their bench. 18-19 to go in the second. Still 13-4 shots on goal. Noah Laba with the only goal of the game. All right. Laba to take the draw in the far circle against Jankowski. And nope, they kicked Laba out. Brodzinski. And finally we get the draw. Rangers keep it in at the blue line. Sent in behind the Kane net. Dug out of there into the near corner. Big hit in the corner. Nikishin couldn't dig it out. Played up the near to the far, and then Ranger just shattered his stick at the blue line. It might have been Brodzinski. And dumped in again. Behind the net is Anderson. Kept at the blue line. Far circle shot. And a glove save by Anderson. 17:40 will get a face-off in the far circle. 13-5 now, shots on goal. Carolina, but 1-0 Rangers. All right, still waiting. There's the draw. Carolina flips it to neutral ice. Picked up, one-on-one. Shot from the far circle is deflected into the netting. Block shot at 17:32. Martinook on the shot. Oh, yeah, we need to get hockey reference up. Try to get some pronunciations. All right, far face-off circle draw. Sent out by the Rangers. Taken over at the red line. Oh, Chatfield lost it, though, for the Canes. Sent in behind the net. Played out by Anderson down the length of the ice. Shesterkin out of his own net. Sends it behind his own net to the near boards. Panthers keep it in, though. Send it, and now taken away by the Rangers. Zibanejad with a shot. Anderson gloved it and played it to the near boards. Flipped to center ice and dumped in at the blue line, and Carolina's getting another line change. 13-6 shots on goal. Under 16:45 to go in the second. Pass is blocked into the far corner. Picked up by Stankoven. Oh, they centered it. It's back to the blue line. A shot doesn't get through. It's blocked into the netting above the glass behind the net at 16:27. My Hawks. Sure. Yeah, the Wild have been playing really well. I mean, they're in a playoff spot right now. Yeah, well, and the Rangers are so much better on the road than they are at home. They're terrible at home. Them and the Kings have won 2 games at home, and they're both great road teams. Rangers just can't score at home for some reason. All right, we got to redo the draw for whatever reason. 16:27 again. Finally, the linesman drops it, and the Rangers play it out. Picked up by Miller of the Rangers. Nope, now dumped in by the Hurricanes into the near corner. Behind the net. Battle for the puck. Carried out of their own zone. Panarin passes to the far boards. Scooped up. Panarin couldn't get it. It got by Miller. Kept in, though. And now, finally, Carolina has it. Jarvis ahead and dumps it in. To the near boards. Ranger player fell down. Jarvis took a hit behind the net. Centered to the far circle. Nice shot, but it was blocked. Far circle again. Behind the net. Off the near boards and out. They couldn't keep it in at the blue line. No, it's not Aho. Who is that? Walker, the defenseman. He has it. Passes into the O-zone. Blake couldn't get it. Somebody fell down. Panarin makes a pass. Rangers counter. Waiting for Laba has it. Back to the blue line. Into the near circle. To the net. Backhander. Saved. Where's the puck? It looks like Anderson froze it. Unbelievable. At 15:03. What a save by Frederik Andersen. 13-7 shots on goal. Man, no shots in 5 minutes at least for while Robertson tried to deliver a hit on 37 of the Canes. That was Svechnikov, and he just bounced off of him. Svechnikov was still on his skates. Yeah, this play, a great backhander, a great save, and Frederick Anderson froze it. Oh, we had a penalty. Laba 2 minutes. So Rangers power play start. Oh, I missed that. Who is that? Sullivan, the coach for Mike Sullivan, the former coach for oh, he slashed Anderson. Interesting. I didn't miss that. All right, power play 5-on-4 for the Carolina Hurricanes. 0 for 1, 2 shots for Carolina. At the blue line, kept in, face shot from the slot near circle, and a goal. We're tied at 1. At 14:56, Gostis Beheri on the goal. Okay, it's just Gostis Bear. Okay, good. It's a lot easier to say, at least according to the Rangers broadcast. Why are we showing a rafters cam? I think he beat Shesterkin glove side high to the near post. Looked like it. He was down low. Gostis Bear ties it up at 1 apiece. As we're just under 15 minutes to go in the middle period. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Rangers tried to pin it. Jankowski is there. Rangers don't keep it in at the blue line. They dump it in. They'll have to tag up. Behind the net, the Canes have it. Under 14.5 to go now. We're all tied at 1. Shots on goal 3-1 Rangers this period, but the one Carolina got went in the net. Shesterkin played it, and the Rangers get it out, dump it in. And they end up icing it at 14-12. So Gostis Bear from Aho and Ehlers, his third of the year on the power play at 5:04. Oh, Robitaille is 46, former Chicago Wolf. He got called up yesterday, I think. He's out there for the Carolina. Pass and a shot by Robitaille is saved by Shesterkin into the far corner, unless it was blocked. Carolina regroups in their own end. Sent to, oh my gosh, Chatfield. Dumped into the far corner. Picked up. Robitaille loses an edge. Actually, he got tripped. Robitaille draws a penalty on Zibanejad. And the Canes head to another power play this period. At least I think they did. Let's see. Guy had his hand up. 13:45, I believe. This is immediate timeout. At least the Rangers broadcast did. Yep. Zibanejad tripped Robitaille. Recent Chicago Wolves player in the AHL affiliate. So Robitaille heads to the sin bin, and Carolina back to the 5-on-4 man advantage after a commercial break. Oh, we got the goal visualizer for Gostis Bear. Number 4. He'll come like right here, just inside the near circle, and beat Shesterkin near side glove side high, or glove, Pretty good pass. All right, still at commercial. Oh, need to check the scoreboard while we got a minute. Still, Predators 1-0 over the Wings in Detroit in the second period. 4-0 Lightning in Tampa over the Flames, second period. Panthers 2-1 over the Flyers. So the Flyers just got a goal at 7:57 from Andre, his first of the year, to make it 2-1 in Florida. Devils and Blues tied at 2. Hischier is 8th, 8:49 of the second. Bruins 2-1. Janot at 43 seconds in the second period. Penguins still up 1-0 on the Sabres. Capitals 2-1 over the Jets. Still first intermission. Yeah, that game started really late. Like Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets, no score in the second. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that that was a trip. I don't know what the Rangers or if their broadcasts are complaining, but good Lord. It was pretty obvious right in front of the ref that was going to be the call. All right, still waiting for the guy. He kicked a Ranger out of the draw. I think it's Aho taking it. He wins it. Nope, we're going to do it again because it wasn't perfect. What's the clock at? 13:40? Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, NHL.com had 13:45, and they were wrong. They were behind. It was 13:40. Face-off, finally, back to the blue line for the Rangers. For the Canes, sorry. Far circle shot, big rebound, another shot saved into the far corner. Kept in by Gostisbehere. And they get it back to him at the blue line. Taken to the far circle. Shot blocked. Aho keeps it in. To the corner. Sent around behind the Ranger net. In the far corner. Cleared down the length of the ice. Anderson stops it for Gostisbehere, who scoops it up. He'll pass. Taken up by Jarvis. Back to the far corner, or sent around behind the net into the near corner now. Cross ice pass to the blue line. Now Gostisbehere back to the far circle. Gostisbehere by the blue line thought about a shot and then a wrister into the far corner. And the Rangers can't clear it. Kept in at the blue line, now sent out. And scooped up by Ehlers, but then the Rangers dump it in. 16-7 shots on goal, Carolina. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Oh, that's right. My time on my penalty is wrong because of that. I'm 5 seconds ahead. Yep. Dang it. All right. Dumped in. Up the near boards. Back to the blue line. Kept in by Carolina. Far circled shot is blocked. Taylor Hall couldn't get it. And Blake had it. Somebody got tripped, no call. I guess he lost an edge. Rangers have it. We're back to full strength. Shot saved on a kick save by Anderson into the far corner. 11.5 to go. Rangers behind the Carolina net. Now the Canes send it down. And it got deflected into the bench area at 11:23. 16-8 shots on goal now. Svechnikov had a chance. Couldn't lift it over Shesterkin. All right. Face-off, in their own far circle, sent to center ice by the Canes. Rangers counter into the far circle, behind the net. Shot to the side of the net. I mean, Anderson made the save, but I think it was wide. Another shot blocked. And now back to the blue line. Another shot saved into the near corner. just got out of the zone for the Canes into the near circle. Crease pass and sent down the length of the ice by the Rangers, but short of the red line, so no icing. They just took a shot away from the Rangers, and the Canes just got one. Another shot and another save by Shesterkin. And the Canes chip it out of their own end again. Picked up by Miller for the Rangers. Why are they drawing on the in a live? Why are they drawing on the screen live? I've never seen that before. Sent off a skate down the length of the ice. Shesterkin plays it into the far corner. Rangers play it out. Turn it over at the blue line. Puck gets knocked away again. Held in by Carolina. Dumped in behind the Ranger net. Into the near corner now. Sent around to the far corner. Still battling for the puck, and now it's out. They get it to Zibanejad, who skates it into the near circle. Backhander saved by Anderson. Puck is loose, picked up by the Canes, and dumped in from the red line behind the Ranger net. Jarvis couldn't get there. Rangers send it out. Panarin loses it, scooped up by, well, Jarvis couldn't get it. It's sent out again. Back to the red line and dumped in by Carolina to the far corner. Back, Fox in the near corner to Panarin. Panarin cross-ice pass in front of the benches. Going to have to be scooped up by the Canes. That was Nystrom. Sends it up the near boards. And the Rangers send it behind their own net, up the far boards, and out. Down the length of the ice. Ooh, dangerous hit in the corner. And the Canes player is down, and we got a whistle. That was ugly. That should have been boarding. They're definitely getting a penalty. That was very dangerous. And I don't know. The Rangers shouldn't be questioning why the Canes are upset. That was an ugly, ugly hit. Hopefully, I guess it's Walker. I guess he's got to the bench, but that had to have been a penalty. 17-8 shots on goal at 8:44. 1-1 in the game now. Oh, come on. That had to have been a penalty. You've got to be kidding me. Well, we'll wait. I guess not. Wow. Red Wings tie it up. DeBrincat, his 12th at 5:30 of the second. Still 4-0 Lightning over the Flames. Panthers and Flyers are tied. Michkov with his 6th at 11:13 of the second. Yeah, I think we knew Blues Devils were tied at 2. Bruins up 2-1. Yeah, we knew that. Penguins still up 1-0 on the Sabres. 1.5 in the second. That game is flying. Yeah, that's the fastest game of the 6 o'clocks. 2-1 Capitals over the Jets, just underway in the second. That game started like really close to 6:30 for some reason. Wonder if they had a ceremony or something. Leafs and Jackets, no score. Almost halfway through, 11:22 in the second. Oh, okay. I was going to say, there is a penalty. It took them forever to register it. It was boarding. Berard boarded Walker, number 65. That was very dangerous. He was very close to the boards and put him face first in. Pushed him in the back, and he kind of hit near where the wood board or the boards and the glass meet. Oh, gosh. They're saying they don't think it's a boarding call? You have got to be kidding me. The only reason I got off the Carolina feed is they were doing an isolation cam on Jarvis and shrinking the regular broadcast. I don't know how you can think that's not a boarding call, but whatever. Stupid Ranger announcers. 17-9. Come on, drop the puck. His linesman's talking to Aho. Aho wins the draw. Near side shot saved by Shesterkin and cleared down the length of the ice. And brought up, passed to the red line and dumped in under 8.5 to go in the second period. Back to the blue line. Gostisbehere. Now they get it back to Gostisbehere. Shot deflected into the netting at 8:17. I don't understand why that guy thought that wouldn't have been a boarding penalty. It's like textbook boarding. Gostisbehere has 8 points in the last 8 games, 2 goals and 6 assists, and he has a goal tonight. Face-off won by, nope, I guess not by Aho. The Rangers control it, don't get it out. Blue line pass. Redirected on net. That was a great pass and a one-time shot. Back to the blue line. Near circle. Shot is blocked. Rangers clear it down the length of the ice. 20-9 shots on goal. Gostisbehere. Drop pass. Brought into the O-zone. To the far. Nope. Offsides on Carolina. 7:41. Yeah, Svechnikov made a great pass. Aho redirected it and a great save by Shesterkin. Boy, as soon as these guys, like the goalie with all the sweat or all the water they pour on themselves, their white jerseys, you can just see all the padding underneath. They're almost sheer in spots. These cheap Fanatics jerseys. Oh, they actually, what was that? How could that have been ice? What? The draw was in the Hurricanes' end. They send it behind their net, under 7.5 to go. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Into the O-zone. Near side, Blake. Looking. Sends it back to the blue line. Cross ice pass. Knocked out by the Rangers. Only 22 seconds left on the power play. And they'll try again. That's Miller, number 19, for the Canes. Pass, skated over, dumped in. Blake has it. Keeps it in. Battle on the near boards and out. And that'll do it. We're back to 5-on-5. I don't even know if they may have had a couple shots, but other than that one on the one-timer, not much, you know. Chatfield sends one. That's saved or blocked into the near corner. Sent around behind the net. Oh, backhander tried to send it off the goalie. Or tried to center it. Now in the near circle. Pass gets through. Far circle. Blocked shot. Ranger player is down. Looks like he took it off his right knee. And picked up by Chatfield. Yeah, 44 is struggling to get to the bench. Gavrikov. They have 5 skaters out there, but Shesterkin alertly freezes the puck. And now we got pushing and shoving. Gavrikov is still out there. They're showing him barely skating instead of what's going on. All right, well, maybe they're not doing that Jarvis isolation cam. Maybe I should go back to Carolina. 5:55 in the second. 22-9 shots on goal. Carolina still 1-1. All right, yeah, let's hopefully they don't do that shenanigans again. But man, I cannot believe the Homer calls for the Rangers thinking that boarding penalty was not a boarding penalty. That was kind of insane. That looked like textbook boarding. All right, well, let's try the Canes again on their broadcast. All right. Let's check the poll. 13 votes, 69% for the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Rangers have 31. Gostis Bear is third on the power play from Aho and Ehlers. 5:04 tied the game up here in the second. And in the first period, Laba is fourth from Radish and Robertson at 16:53. 5-on-5 goal. All right, other games. No changes, I think. Second intermission, 1-0 Penguins over the Sabres. Now they're doing mic'd up Jarvis. So Jets Capitals tied at 2. Velarde 124 the second on the power play is 10th. No score in Columbus between the Leafs and Jackets. Yeah, maybe at this intermission I'll be able to check for the Blackhawks game. See if I get it. Or if it's blacked out. Because they're playing the Kings. Oh, man, they're doing it again. All right, forget it. I'm going back. I don't need an ISO cam, a Jarvis. This is insane. It makes the broadcast camera so much smaller. I don't know why the Hurricanes are doing this. This is driving me nuts. Why would I want anything but the full broadcast window? I don't understand it. I thought I'd give it a shot, but they were right back to it. All right, 5:22 to go in the second period. Dumped in by the Canes to the near boards. Taken behind the net. And now Panarin skates it out over the red line into the ozone. Far circle. Behind the Canes net, he loses it. Aho lost his stick, kept in at the blue line. Well, Gavrikov is back out there, so his leg must be all right after taking that block shot or taking the puck off a leg, his right knee or something. Battle for the puck in the near corner. That's Jarvis. And sent out by Gavrikov. The puck is pinned along the near boards near the penalty box area. Oh, big hit by the Rangers right there as the Canes dumped it in. Kept in, sent behind the net. Into the corner was Ehlers. Backhander, I think by Blake, gets blocked and out past the red line. Canes take it behind their own net. That looks like Ehlers. Cross ice pass over to Nikishin. And the Rangers dumped it in, and Blake has it. Cross ice pass over the blue line and dumped in. Battle for it's 22-9 shots on goal. 3:45 to go in the second period. Caulfield dumped it into the far corner. Chatfield. Not Caulfield's on a different team. Now the Rangers dump it in from the red line. And where did it go? Into the netting? At 3:30. I'll have to put up with the Rangers' homerism because I can't stand... I've never seen any broadcast do that. An isolation cam on one player... and it means the regular broadcast window is even smaller. It's like, no. Don't want that. All right, center ice draw. Rangers win it Send it up the near boards, near corner. Played behind the Canes net. Sent out to the red line area. Now into the O-zone for the Canes. Pass gets deflected behind the net. Sent up the far boards, kept in. Near board shot is blocked out of the zone. Scooped up by Nystrom and sent in to the far corner. Battled by Carrier. Shot from the far circle. Saved and held on by Shesterkin at 2:54. Still 22-9 shots on goal. Although TV says 23-9. We'll match because I think NHL.com is just slow tonight. Rangers 0 for 1 on the power play. Hurricanes 1 for 4. Ugh. I mean, I guess 25% isn't horrible. All right, under 2:45. Canes flip it to center ice. Cross ice pass to the far circle. Centered behind the net. Canes try to send it behind the Ranger net again. Into the near corner. Shot hit his own teammate. I don't know if that was Aho on the shot or... Now the puck is into the near boards. Rangers carry it out. Miller over the red line into the O-zone. Cross ice pass, far circle. Nice save by Anderson. Rangers have it. They center it. At the blue line, it hops over a stick, and they have to regroup. Panarin passes. They get it to Gavrikov. He has to peel off into his own end. He sends it over to Fox. Returns it. They send it up the far boards. And kept in. Canes have it in the near corner. Send it around to the far corner. Scooped up and cleared by the Rangers. And we have a whistle at 1:28. 23-10 shots on goal now. Yeah, good save by Anderson in that last sequence, too. Miller made a nice pass to the near circle, and Trocheck, pretty good shot and good save. Back underway, they missed the draw on the replays. 1:20 to go in this middle period. Pass carried over the red line to the far side board. Shot deflected into the netting on the kick save at 1:08. 23-11 shots on goal. Excuse me. Just tired. Had to stretch. 1 shot, 3 hits, 13 minutes, 45 seconds. Time on ice for Trocheck. Far circle draw. They already kicked out a Hurricane. Oh, my gosh. Why? It was Aho, I think, too. Rangers keep it in at the blue line after they won the draw. It's on net and in. I don't know what Anderson did. He missed it on the blue line shot. 2-1 Rangers, 1:04 to go in the second. What in the world? I thought he had it. It looks like it's Breadman, Panarin on the goal. Maybe he tipped it in from Trocheck's shot. Yeah, Panarin's 7th from Fox, they say. Well, Trocheck won the draw. Oh, okay. Boy, the way they... I thought it was a shot from the blue line. It was a pass, and then the shot came from the near circle, and Panarin tucked it in. They're not going to give Trocheck a... I think he won the draw. I would think he'd get an assist too, but we'll see. All right, 2-1 Rangers late in the middle period. We're under a minute to go now. I mean, Anderson had to go from far post to near post in a hurry and then just got beat. I mean, there wasn't much. It does say, wait, Fox and Miller on this system. Okay, Miller won the draw, I guess. Not Trocheck, I guess. All right, kept in. Rangers shoot it. Glove save by Anderson at 33 seconds to go. Robertson on that shot. 23-13 shots on goal. All right. Excuse me. Face off. Up the near boards. And Rangers can't clear it. Kept in by the Canes into the far corner. Sent behind the net. I think that's Fox who sent it off the glass. What a bounce. That's going to be icing. Just ricocheted off the... Must have been where the glass and the boards meet. Trocheck won. Oh, okay. I see. Somebody touched it after Trocheck won the draw. They flipped it to the blue line for the pass. So that's why Trocheck didn't get the assist. I thought the draw had gone straight back to the blue line. I was wrong. There's a nice shot on goal with 5.2, and Shesterkin hangs on. It was Svechnikov, but glove save, and we'll have another draw before the end of the second period. All right. Trocheck on the draw. Was that Kenny? It sounded like Kenny Albert on the call. I forgot. Yeah, he's probably on MSG when he's not doing national stuff. Yep. 2-1 Rangers after one. I'm sorry, after two. We got the one to go, the third. Rangers got a late goal. One goal each team after the Rangers led 1-0 after one. Oh, yeah, let's get the... Yeah, let's do... Well, here, we'll just do the... I think we just had the... Yeah, just this one. So the draw, it gets tipped by Miller back to Fox. Fox makes a pass, and Panarin buries it. So that's why Trocheck didn't get the save. So Anderson was trying to recover to the near circle and just got beat glove side high to the far post. So Kenny Powers find the camera. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's been a long day. I thought I slept all right. I'll have to keep an eye on... I'm going to have to look at the views. But, man, I just don't think the Canes games get a ton of views. I'm not, present company excluded. Thanks for being here. But I got to... Probably should have done a different game. Maybe the Red Wings. I thought with it being the Rangers, original 6. But I don't know. What could I have done? Flames are terrible. So I wouldn't have done that game. Blues are terrible. Wouldn't have done that game. Predators are terrible. Wouldn't have done that game. Maybe Flyers, Panthers. Bruins, Islanders, maybe. Sabres, Penguins, maybe. Jets, Capitals would have been a decent idea. I don't think the Jets games draw a ton of people. For some reason, the Oilers still draw well, even though they're playing terrible this year. All right, no score. Oh, yeah, I want to. Oh, did I get the clock going? Yeah, I did. All right, let's put that up. I want to see if I get this Hawks game or not. Otherwise, because I might be able to do Hawks Kings next week if I do. No score, 15-16 to go in the first period. All right, there's a multi-view. Let me try to get to it from there. I'm wondering if I still get blacked out. I shouldn't, though. It's not available anywhere else. All right, yeah, it looks like we get it. Okay, well, good to know. So I don't get blacked out of Hawks games on Hulu, since it's exclusive to Hulu and ESPN Plus. All right, I'll have to remember that. So I can do Hawks games if they're on Hulu. But then I wouldn't be able to do a doubleheader. This was a 7:30 game, but I'll do the Hawks Kings next week sometime. So that's good to know. I like the Canes being in Georgia. I get them fairly frequently. Oh, okay. Get a wild different. Yeah, no. And I was just rooting for the Canes and I was excited tonight because Robitaille got called up. But, I do want to get more interest. I don't know, maybe the East Coast teams, maybe it's just a bad time too. It is the day before a holiday, so I don't know. I would have said the Canadians were a good draw, but Saturday night when it was Leafs Canadians, that game did terrible. But I think because, Leafs are playing terrible. All right, well, good to know. So I can do Hawks Kings next week. It just didn't even occur to me. But again, I can't remember the Hawks being on at like 6 or 9 much and on Hulu before, All right, we'll go through the scores in a minute. But yeah, thanks for chiming in, Uncommon. All right, how do I get back to my game now? Yeah, I don't know. The Flyers, I forgot. I don't know how many Flyers games I've done. The Flyers might be a good call. All right, where the heck? There it is. Rangers, Canes. I'm going to go back to the Rangers. I can't stand them showing Jarvis on one tiny screen and then making the broadcast, smaller. Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Uncommon. Thanks for the kind words. I do appreciate it. Man, excuse me. Wait. Oh, yeah, Lindros. Yeah, he ended up on a lot of teams. That hit kind of ended his unfortunate because of, concussions cut his career short. All right. Yeah, I just got to look at what games do well. I know Edmonton games do well, even though they're playing terrible. They didn't play tonight. All right, we got Wings 2-1 over the Predators. I don't know if we knew that yet. Van Riemsdyk's third goal of the year at 16:34. And they just got to the second intermission. Have a good call on Lindros. Lightning, after scoring 4 times in the first 10 minutes, haven't scored since, but Flames are scoreless through 40 minutes, and it's 4-0 in Tampa. Lightning over the Flames, second intermission. Again, Flyers, Panthers 2-2 in Florida. Michkov, his 6th, tied at 11-13 for the Flyers. Blues, Devils about to start the third, tied at 2. Bruins 2, Islanders 1, 3 at the second intermission. Penguins 1, Sabres 0, 16-11 to go in the third. That game's the quickest. Caps. Ovi gets a goal at 5:22 of the second and gives the Caps the 3-2 lead, but still 5:53 in the second. Maple Leafs and Jackets, no score, 13 seconds to go in the second. Wild and Blackhawks, 11:44 in the first, no score. Sharks Avalanche in less than 20 minutes. Canadians Mammoth in less than 50 minutes. 3 9 o'clock Central games, so a little over an hour. We'll bring you Senators Golden Knights. We'll keep an eye on Canucks Ducks and Stars Kraken. Yeah, I know Kraken games don't do that great either. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I mean, most nights there's not a lot of choice, and I also am trying to get votes from the members. Of course, we had a 3. I think somebody's bailed on it, which is totally fine. I definitely want to do Kings games. I enjoy those. Those do pretty well, too. But, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, this is what's coming up this week. All right, so these games are at intermission. That game's coming out of intermission. Yeah, there's no more than 2 games in progress anywhere on the screen, it looks like. I don't know which to put up. Well, we could have 3 in progress here soon. We'll put those 3 up. Oh, and before that, yeah, 24-13 still shots on goal. 24-19 face-offs by the Rangers. So the Carolina's trimmed that lead down because after one, the Rangers were in like 63% or something. 0 for 1 Rangers power play, 1 for 4 Carolina. 25-21 hits by the Rangers. Blocked shots Rangers 12-7. Giveaways 18-13. Hurricanes tied at takeaways 3-all. All right, 3 games on this screen are in progress, and this one soon too. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and be back. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you if you did already. If you're new, consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended, and that will also help grow the channel, and I thank you for your support. All right, let me get some music up, and then I'll be back after a short break. All right, let's go with the shorter music. All right, be right back. right, we are back. And we'll get the music killed in a second here. All right. I have a Texaco Haviland sign. This one I gotta unwrap. Golf, I'll put that one up next. But I swear I have a Texaco Haviland one and I can't find it. I don't know. To ask Sinbin admin if she knows if there's more lying around. Maybe I'll put this one up next game, or I don't know. We'll see. But thought this one was funny. Pennzoil, safe lubrication. I don't know. It doesn't take much to entertain me. All right. Well, Canes got to play a lot better. They want to win this one. Despite outshooting the Rangers 24-13, they trailed 2-1. And Blues and Devils tied it 2. Yeah, we already knew that. Oh, it looks like the Sabres tied it, but then at 7:20, Quinn is sixth. But then Russ just scored at 7:51, and the Penguins have a 2-1 lead with 9:52 to go. Ugh. Was hoping the Sabres could win, especially over the Penguins, also for Gracie's sake. All right, just about set for the third. Let's make sure we're live. We're on the... Should be on the Rangers feed. Yeah, so just shots, shots on goal and missed and block shots, 46 combined for Carolina, 36 for the Rangers. All right, should be just about set. Still waiting. So the Rangers in white are going left to right. Canes in black going right to left. Gostis Bears dumps it in. Shesterkin couldn't clear it. Shot from the slot. I think it's gloved behind the net, though. Rangers are 6-0-0 when leading after 2. 25-13 shots on goal. Carolina. Cross-ice pass by the blue line, sent in, deflected into the far corner. Zibanejad passed it, and the Rangers have it in the O-zone. Panarin centers it in the slot, and a goal. It's 3-1 Rangers. Might have been Trocheck. At 19:15, 3-1 Rangers on 14 shots on goal. And not looking too good here for the Hurricanes. Yep. Trocheck from his fifth from Panarin and Zibanejad. Just right down the middle. Nobody picked him up. Easy slapper or one. He stopped it, then ripped it, and he beat. Not Anderson's fault. He got beat glove side high. Just no defense by Carolina. A lot of that going around the NHL these days, apparently. Under 19 to go. Puck is into the far corner. Canes trying to send it. And knocked out of their own end was the Rangers. I meant trying to send it on net or behind the net. Big hit at the blue line. Aho has it at the red line. skates and then drop pass shot, I think, is wide and high. Another shot, and I think that went into the netting at 18:30. 25-14 shots on goal. So 11 saves for Anderson. I mean, that one wasn't his fault. I don't feel like the other ones especially were either. Hey, Ron. Hello to you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate it. Kept in after they won the draw. Rebound was to the side of the net. They couldn't stuff it in from the side. Canes couldn't keep it in, and now they try to dump it in from the red line. The Rangers take over and dump it into the far corner. Brodzinski takes a hit, sends it to the near corner. Back to the blue line and out. Shesterkin comes out of his net, has to play it behind to the near boards. Picked up by Taylor Hall. Pass to the slot. Shot and a glove save by Shesterkin at 17:51. 27-14 shots on goal. Oh, and that last shot, I think, was by Robitaille. His rookie season. I think he wore 93 for the Wolves. Obviously, he can't. Well, no. That's true. That's the other team. 93 or 92, maybe. He's wearing 46 for the Canes. Battle for the puck in the near corner. To the glove side of Anderson. Still battling. Robitaille's there. And Rangers send it around to the far boards. And behind the net. Back to the blue line. Shot wide off the boards. Robitaille sends it up the near boards and out. Red line pass. Fox dumps it in for the Rangers. Robitaille, sent it behind the net and then got obliterated against the boards. He's still skating around, though. Shot knocked down behind the net. Zibanejad was there. Sent to the far boards. Far circle. Zibanejad. Drop pass to the top of the far circle. That shot is blocked. And Canes send it off the near boards right near the crease. Blake couldn't get there in time. Shesterkin played it into the far corner. Into the slot, pass, and then a blocked shot. Man, that golden opportunity wasted. Far circle shot. Shesterkin way out of the crease. Near the far circle, and it's deflected into the netting at 16-19. 27-15 shots on goal. Oh, that hit the post. That hit the near post. Miller, number 19, Keandre Miller. Rocketed it off, but it was actually off the outside of the post. It was wide, wide of the net. And the rebound went wide into the netting. And we're still trying to figure out where everybody's going to line up. All right. Come on. Miller, get in there. Take the draw against Aho. Nope. They're going to kick Aho out of the draw. Or the linesman. Draw by Jarvis, but it's won by the Rangers and cleared down the length of the ice. I would assume this is icing, and it is. At 16-12. 28-15 shots on goal, Carolina, but they trail 3-1. All right. Canes got to get one soon and get into this game. Shot wide from the near circle and out. Canes have it in their own end. Pass to the far boards. Sent out by the Rangers to the near boards. Picked up by Miller for the Rangers. Cross ice pass. Now returned off the near boards. Sent in by Fox. Miller in the near corner. Miller behind the net. Trocheck back to the blue line. Sent in around. Kept in at the blue line. Sent behind the Canes net. Near boards. Fox has it at the blue line. He gets it back. Near circle. Shot. Blocked. Canes going the other way. Aho with it at the red line. To the far circle. Return pass to the slot. Was picked off. They get it to Gostis Bear. He has the goal, but taken away by the Rangers. All right, Rangers into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Sent behind by Taylor Hall right to the slot, and the Rangers missed it, or it got blocked. They do say 28-16 shots on goal, so I guess it was a save by Anderson. To the blue line, Canes counter with a 4-on-3. Now it's back to 4-on-4. Puck is pinned in the far boards. That looked like a trip on the Rangers. No call. Big shot. Blocker save by Shesterkin. And the Rangers flip it to the red line. Rangers go for a line change. Canes dump it in from the red line. Played into the far corner. Pass off the far boards. Sent to the red line. Into the near board, sent behind the Canes net. No, actually in the near corner. Now sent around to the far boards. Kept in by New York. Carolina makes a bad pass. It's going to get chased down into the near corner, though. Taken behind the Ranger net. Over to Miller on the Canes. His shot is wide from the blue line. Rebound in the far circle, shot that was high. Near board sent out by the Rangers and chipped ahead. Picked up by Robitaille, actually. He skates over the blue line, over the red line, and dumps it in. But the Rangers get it right back out. And picked up again. Into the near circle. Robitaille sends it behind to the far corner. Sent behind the net to Blake and taken over by the Rangers behind the net and brought up the near boards and out. 29-16 shots on goal. Carolina trailing 3-1 in the third with approaching 12 and a half minutes to go. Now there's 12 and a half. Shot from the far circle, blocked into the far corner. Or near corner, pardon me. Stankoven there. Canes send it out down the length of the ice. This might be icing on Carolina. Nope, they waved it off. And brought out by Schneider. Dumped in from the red line around the boards. 29-17 shots on goal. Picked up in the far near circle, and steered aside to the near boards. Panarin takes it behind the New York net. Far circle passes to the red line. Miller has it. He dumps it into the far corner. Picked up, and the Canes send it around the near boards and make a pass into the O zone. Behind the back pass into the far corner by Svechnikov. Pass, but by the side of the net, Shesterkin tries to play it up the far boards. Red line taken by Nikishin and dumped in. Far boards. Rangers skated out of their own end. Off the far boards, far circle. Tough angle shot is blocked by Nikishin. into the far corner. Cross ice pass, skated out of there by Robinson. Taylor Hall chips it in behind the net. Rangers Gavrikov cleared it, and it's behind the Canes net. Miller of the Canes sends it up the near boards. Taken over again by the Rangers, but the cross ice pass goes off at Taylor Hall's stick and behind the Ranger net. Battle for the puck in the far boards. Jankowski, and he loses it, and it's sent out by Schneider, but I think it got tipped into the Ranger bench area at 10:23. So I think we're due for the under 14 timeout. 29-17 Carolina shots on goal, but they trail 3-1. Let's check the other scores. Flyers and Panthers still 2-2, under 9 to go in the third. The Blues Devils tied at 2, under 7 to go in the third. Oops, I forgot to go to the top. Predators, Roman Jossi's second goal of the year at 2:20 of the third. They lead the Red Wings 3-2 in Detroit. Under 17.5 to go. Flames finally get a goal from Farabee to break the shutout. Sixth goal of the year. Actually, a shorthanded goal. 4-1, under 9.5 to go. Sabres had... Oh, okay. No, Hayes gave the Penguins a 3-1 lead at 12:34, his first. Jack Quinn's seventh at 15:42 of the third gets the Sabres back within 1, but there's only 3:20 to go now. Bruins up 3-1 over the Islanders in New York. Alex Steves third, shorthanded, 10:21 of the third. And the Bruins, again, up 3-1 with 7:17 to go in the third. Second intermission, still Capitals 3-2 over the Jets in D.C. Wild and Blackhawks, no score after 1. Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets under 15 to go in Columbus, still no score. Colton, his fifth of the year at 3:39 of the first, gets the Avalanche up 1-0 on the Sharks in Denver, Colorado. And then again, 8:30, so in like 20 minutes in Utah, Canadians and Mammoth will get started. And we're less than 50 minutes from the start of Senators Golden Knights, which will be heard here on Sinbin Stream. Wings just tied it up with 16:28 to go. Sherratt is at 3:04, his third of the year. Back underway now in Raleigh, North Carolina. Miller of the Canes sent it out. Zibanejad sends it back to his defenseman. As we approach 10 minutes to go, bouncing puck on net. Shesterkin steers it aside. Rangers try to play it out the near boards and now flip it. And it's taken in their own end by Carolina. Skated pass to Blake. Blake fell down. Rangers have it. 30-17, shots on goal. To the red line and dumped in by the Rangers. Anderson plays it to the far corner. Sent behind the net. That is Miller for Carolina. And he passes. They send it up the far boards down the length of the ice. This might be icing. Nope. Sent up, not out. Taken over to the near circle. They hit. Wait, that went in. They called it a goal. I thought it hit the crossbar. Jarvis with the goal. It's 3-2. Jarvis with a rocket from the near circle. It just went under the crossbar and went around, the top of the netting, that little thin part at the top. I thought he hit the bar, but the ref pointed. Oh, yeah, that was definitely good. It went around that angled, part at the top. Gostisbehere with a great, just beat Shesterkin blocker side high. And what a rip by Jarvis to get the Canes back in this game. Face off and dumped in at 9 minutes to go. And it might have been icing on New York. 31-17 shots on goal. No, I didn't mean to reset. Gosh darn it. There. 9 minutes remaining. 31-17 shots on goal. It was Jarvis's 12th from Gostis Bear and Aho at 10:53 on a snapshot. And we have the under 10 media timeout. Did I do the Trocheck goal? We'll do that again if I didn't. Trocheck is 16 for the Rangers. So right there, and then buried it glove side high past Anderson. So 3-2 with 9 minutes remaining. Predators and Wings tied at 3. In the third, Flyers and Panthers tied at 2 in the third. Blues and Devils tied at 2 in the third. Lightning had 4 goals in 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of the game, and are leading 4-1 with under 10 to go. Or actually under 7 to go in the third. Penguins are up 4-2 on the Sabres. It looks like that game just went final. Bruins are up 3-1 on the Islanders, 5.5 to go. Just underway in the third. The Capitals up 3-2 on the Jets. Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets tied, 13-16 to go. Wild Blackhawks first intermission, no score. Avalanche 1-0 on the Sharks, just under 10 to go in the first period. Nope, no goal visualizer yet for the Jarvis goal. All right, well, Canes have a chance. Center ice draw, 9 minutes to go, trailing by 1. Face-off controlled by the Canes in their own end, and they skate it to the red line and dump it in from the far boards. It gets deflected into the near boards, behind the Ranger net, into the far corner, back to the blue line. Sent around to the near boards. And cleared by the Rangers. They counter to the far circle. Backhander blocked into the far corner. Sent out to the neutral zone and dumped in by Schneider. But I think that's Gostis Bear with the puck. He'll pass it. Went off a stick. Rangers take it over. Drop pass to the near circle. Into the near corner. Behind the Carolina net. Chatfield couldn't get there. Now he gets it again. Now they get it out of their own end. I think that's Blake. Pass to the far boards. Deflected out. Delayed offside, I guess, on the Carolina. Rangers have it in their own end. Up the far boards. Under 8 minutes to go. So we approach 7:45 to go. Near boards. Taken by Ehlers. Pass. And dumped in to the far boards. Rangers take it over. Pass it to Panarin. Glove down by Miller. He dumps it into the near corner and chases. Walker tried to get it out. He does. Over the red line. Aho to the right wing. Deflected. What a pass, but what a save off the shot. Aho to Ehlers, and Ehlers almost tied it, but it was a great save by Shesterkin. Now he freezes the puck in the crease with 7:06 to go. We got a little bit of pushing and shoving. Trocheck and Svechnikov, I believe. 31-17 still, shots on goal. 7:06 to go. And it's Rangers up by 1 still. Yeah, just deflected wide. Maybe it wasn't a save then by I thought it, yeah. Svechnikov, it was Svechnikov, not Ehlers. Svechnikov is 37. Ehlers is 27. He just did not get enough on it, and it went wide. Golden opportunity for the Canes to tie it. All right, near face-off draw into the near corner. Could we switch cameras? Good Lord. Deflected into the netting, or deflected into the crowd at 7:01. They were stuck on the corner cam, and we never saw the puck go into the crowd. 7:01 to go in the third. Face off. Chatfield cross ice pass. Gostisbehere shot it. Big rebound. They couldn't keep it in. Gostisbehere at the red line. Gostisbehere, sorry. Dumped it in. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Behind the Ranger net. Chatfield trying to dig it out of there. And it's cleared by the Rangers down the length of the ice. This could be... Nope, it's not icing. Gostisbehere behind his own net. He has Chatfield with him. Passes to Chatfield. Chatfield will dump it in from the red line. Rangers counter right away over the blue line into the O-zone. Shot blocked, and it comes off of Anderson at the side of the net, and they play it out. Dumped in, chased by, I was going to say Aho, but it wasn't Aho. It was Carrier. Picked up behind the net by Nystrom and sends it up the far boards. Down the length of the ice. Played behind the net by Shesterkin. Zibanejad sends it up the near boards and just gets it out. Rangers try to dig it out by the penalty box area. Rangers and Hurricanes behind the net. Schneider just got checked into the boards. Off the near boards, dumped in. And it's cleared down the length of the ice by the Rangers, and that is icing with 5:19 to go. So no under 6 media timeout yet. 32-17 shots on goal. All right, near face-off circle draw in the Rangers' end. Face-off. Oh, the Canes won it, but they couldn't keep it in. It went right up the middle. And that dumped in by Miller of Carolina. There's a battle along the near boards, and it's cleared. I think it was... Yeah, it's going to be another icing on the Rangers at 4:55. I think they were calling for a delayed offside or maybe the icing. Somebody had their hand up. It must have been the near side linesman, and he was just indicating icing, I guess. All right. We got to look at Mike Sullivan, Rangers coach, and Brenda Moore, the Hurricanes coach. Face-off won by New York behind their own net, sent up the near boards, kept in by the Canes into the near corner. Ehlers sent it behind the net. Blake tried to make a pass, and it's stolen by the Rangers and sent to the red line. Miller misplayed it. Ehlers gets it, and it's dumped in or dropped past a Blake. Shot goes straight up in the air. Saved by Shesterkin. Blake got it down and tried to send it behind the net. And now in the far circle, Blake has it again. Shot steered aside or off the side of the net and sent and gloved down by Miller of the Canes into the far circle. And we got a whistle at 4:04. 3-2, 4:04 to go, 34-17. Carolina's doubled up the shots on goal of the Rangers, but still trail by 1. All right, let's. Oh, goal visualizer by Jarvis, number 24. He'll send one in from the near side, like the near circle, just under the crossbar. It went in and out so fast. Again, from Gostisbehere and Aho. No penalties yet in the third. All right, under 10 to go in Detroit, still 3-3. Lightning get their 5th goal. Kucherov, his 11th, 5-1. Under 3.5 to go in the third. Overtime in New Jersey, 3:46 to go. Still 2-2 Blues and Devils. Flyers, Panthers 2-2 in Florida. They have 2:02 in the third. Under 30 seconds, Bruins up 3-1 over the Islanders in New York. Capitals up 4-2 on the Jets. Just under 14 minutes to go. Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets scoreless in Columbus, 7:39 to go. Still first intermission, Wild and Blackhawks in Chicago. Avalanche still up 1-0 on the Sharks, 4:04 to go in the first. And we will have Senators Golden Knights in a little over a half hour. And my neighbor's dogs say hello. Oof, I think I got to get my Canadiens jacket for the second game. Getting a little chilly in this corner. All right. If the Canes want to have any chance at this game, they got to tie it up in a hurry. How soon do they pull Anderson, too? Face off, near circle. Looks like Aho. Rangers win the draw. 4 minutes remaining. Chatfield sends it around, and it's behind the net and sent out by Gostisbehere. And Carolina couldn't keep it in. Sent out by the Rangers. I think Svechnikov lost the puck. Under 3:40 to go. They pass it again over the blue. Shot from the far circle, blocked into the near boards. Aho couldn't handle it. The Rangers send it out. Pass to the far boards. Chatfield gets it to Gostisbehere. I'm assuming, yeah, even Chatfield went for a change. Hand the forwards. I'm sure Gostisbehere will head off. Into the near boards. Passed by Ehlers to the far circle. Ehlers couldn't get it. He gets hit behind the net into the near boards. Blake takes a hit. And the Rangers send it off the glass and out. But, yep, not icing. Miller picks it up for the Canes. Sends it to the far boards. Dumped in from the red line at under 2:45 to go. Pass gets tipped away. They tried to center it. Miller will have to pick it up for the Canes. To the far circle. Pass to Miller over to the red line. Pass taken behind the net. Tried to send it on a tough angle and then sent out. That shot was by Stankoven. Sent up, and the Rangers dumped it right back in. Wait, 2:09? What's this whistle for? Zibanejad's not happy about something. What's the call? I don't know what that call was. I think it was icing on... yeah, it must have been icing on the Rangers. And they've pulled Anderson for the extra attacker. So empty net with 2:09 for the Hurricanes. Aho on the draw. Rangers win the draw. and send it down the length of the ice and just missed the empty net, and this will be icing at 2:02. Fox missed it and iced it. They say 35, 17 shots on goal on TV, but NHL.com still has 34, although currently NHL.com is behind. Face-off in the near circle again. Aho, and we're still waiting. Come on, linesman. Drop the puck. Nobody cares. Face-off one. Jarvis keeps it in to the far circle. Under 2 minutes to go. Backhander wide into the near boards. Jarvis sends it to the blue line. Gostis Bear off the far boards. They take a hit. Rangers have the puck, send it on net, and they get the empty net goal at 1:43, and that'll be the game. Looks like number 50 got it for the Rangers, and that should do it. It is, well, is it 35? It finally is 35-18. I'm sure they'll put the, I don't know if they'll pull him again after the center ice draw. Kyle, his 7th. Oh, Cooley, sorry. How do you get Cooley out of Cuylle? All right, Cooley, my bad. No assist as of now. All right, under a minute and a half to go. And they pulled the goalie again. Sent behind the Carolina net. It's popped up into the air. Miller battling in the near boards. And the whistle at 1:07. It was Miller against Miller for a brief second. Taylor Hall not happy about something for Carolina. And it's a penalty on Miller, number 8 of the Rangers. And Mike Sullivan not too happy with that call. Oh, Miller took a hit, but then he knocked Taylor Hall's helmet off with a backhanded punch. So it looked like a clean hit. I don't know what their problem is. They called Miller for roughing, and now Sullivan's taking his damn time out. Jeez, take a chill pill, will ya? I mean, that was a clean hit. He didn't board him. I don't know what his problem was with Taylor Hall. I guess JT Miller's a cupcake and didn't want to be hit. It wasn't like that dangerous boarding in the corner that the Rangers pulled off and their color guy claimed it shouldn't have been a penalty. This looked like a legitimate hit along the boards. And then he just got mad about it and basically rabbit punched him in the back of the head, or a cheap shot at him, and knocked Taylor Hall's helmet off. No wonder Hall was so upset. He made a clean hit and then got punched in the back of the head for it. All right, so with the 5-on-4 penalty, it's actually 6-on-4 because they pulled the goalie for the extra attacker. Shot goes wide behind the net. Blake back to Gostis Bear. Shot, I think it hit the post. Far circle, another shot got through. Blocked, I meant into the near boards. The pass got through is what I was going to say. Cleared down the length of the ice. Under 45 seconds to go. Carried into the O-zone, and they lost it immediately. Kept in. Ehlers to the slot. Shot is blocked or saved into the near corner. To the side of the net. Shot, it gets through. They keep it in. Gostis Bear gets it back. Under 20 seconds to go. Shot from the far corner. Looked like Shesterkin tried to pop the net off. Big rebound. They still couldn't score. Another blocked shot not sent out from the slot behind the net. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. That is your game. Hopefully no pushing and shoving here at the end. 37-18. Shots on goal, Carolina, but they fall 4-2 to the Rangers at home. And again, the Rangers are just incredible on the road and terrible at home, much like the Kings. 35 saves tonight, 12 in the third for Shesterkin. All right, well, let's end the poll on 16 votes. 44% were right with picking the Rangers to win. Again, they are tough on the road for some reason. Same with the Kings. Lots of opportunities. Aho and a few others, and Shesterkin stood tall. I think I did. We'll see if there's an empty net. Yeah, goal visualizer for Cooley. It was right around in front of the Ranger bench. Got the puck just past the blue line and sent it in. All right, I think that's going to do it. We will be back in 23 minutes. We will get the live stream going for the Ottawa Senators at Golden Knights. Hope to see you for that. And real soon, too. Until then, take care. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hope you have a happy holidays. Or have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And have a great holiday weekend. And Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all that. This is Sin Bin Stream signing out, wishing you all well. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.